Good morning, Internet. We're going to be heading up to the Bald's house today. He's going to tell you all about the many upgrades he's made to his brakes.
Look at that, right on time. Rotor. Yeah. These are the ones that came with the kit. And I bought another set. So we had two sets. Because I like having two sets of everything. Key is going up. Oh, did you untorque the wheels?
Yes.
So with the stock brakes, like we were talking about a minute ago, on the road they're fine. On the track, it wouldn't have lasted what?
3 laps at most.
Maybe. Because we see cars on the track all the time. They do 2 laps.
And then have to do 2 slowdown laps.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we just do lap after lap after lap.
We do now, having spent all the effort, gone to all the effort of
and all the money.
many upgrades.
So yeah, stock brakes on the road, fine. On the track, they weren't going to be good enough. So, as you can see, this no longer looks stock. So the first thing that got done, I did try it with just an upgraded, like, performance brake pad and slotted rotors with the stock calipers. It made no difference. Honestly, guys, do not waste your money. It'll look good, but there's no improvement at all. You've driven cars with just like...
Well, that's only got upgraded pads in it. So it's got upgraded discs and upgraded pads in that car.
But really good pads.
They are pretty good pads.
Yeah, as opposed to I just bought some.
But there is night and day difference jumping between your car and that. So partially because that's a 20-year-old car.
Yes.
Partially because you've got massive upgrade to your brakes.
Yes. So the big step were these 4-piston Brembo calipers. They don't look Brembo anymore. They're now a metallic copper brown color, because the silver didn't last too long.
No, we got them a little bit warm on track, and they went quite brown anyway, which is apparently a thing according to the forums.
It's called Brownbo. That's the official color.
Brembo.
So 4-piston calipers, they're originally from a Cadillac CTSV, the big 4-door saloon cars, 1,800 kilos, 4,000-pound cars. The rotors are now 350 mil versus 300 mil. And they came with a set of, they were like a high-performance street brake pad. So that went on, nothing else, and the car was much better. On the track, it lasted maybe 5 laps without a cool down.
Yeah, 5, 6, then a cool down lap, and then you're managing temperatures at that point.
Yeah, but mushy near the end.
Yeah.
You don't want mushy. Nice and firm. So then we went to a much better brake pad. EBC blue stuff. Insert picture here. Thank you, editor. And they were quite good. 7 or 8 laps without a cool down.
Yeah.
But they did. What did they last? 2 days.
We did 2 track days in them. So what do you reckon? About 80 laps total.
Yeah.
And there was literally nothing left off.
No. Insert picture here. They were down to like the backing plate, and they were not cheap. $280.
Yes.
Australian dollars.
For two track days, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. So $280 Australian. That's let me do the conversion real quick. That's about $7 US. So for you US guys, pretty cheap. So then we took those out of there, and then we went serious. We did stainless steel lines, which helped brake feel, because the rubber lines don't get mushy. So this is what your car comes with up front. 1 big piston, not a lot of surface area, small rotors. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably scared to install a big brake kit. See those 2 bolts which hold the caliper to the car? It's the same 2 bolts, guys. You just unbolt that, take the brake line off, take the caliper off, take the rotor off, put the new rotor on, put the new caliper on, brake line, bleed the brakes. That's it.
So you mentioned different hardware. What's the story with the different hardware?
Yeah, so the bolts that come out of here, that bolt there, some people say it fits in that caliper. It doesn't. So don't try it. You'll cross-thread it. Just go buy some new hardware. I can put the link in the description below if I can figure out how to do that. So to put everything back together, all you got to do, the kit's going to come with this spacer. You need the spacer to get the caliper off the hub 4 millimeters, otherwise it rubs. But kit comes with it. So put that on there. And then put one lug nut back on it, just so the rotor stays flush while you're trying to put the caliper back on. And then all you have to do is make sure you have enough space in the brake pads. And then that's it. Brakes back together.
And then torque to spec.
Torque those bolts. It's about 110 foot-pounds. But that's it, guys. Big brake kit, speed bleeders, stainless steel lines, cooling, good brake pads, and this car will run all day long on the track.
So we do 20-minute sessions at a time.
Yep.
We don't have to do cool down laps, and we're not going slow. We're keeping up with guys in much faster cars.
Much faster cars. And the braking zones?
They are heavy braking zones at the track that we use mainly.
Yes.
Two of them are downhill. There's 3 big braking zones. 2 of them are downhill.
And how fast are we doing at the top of the hill there?
Top of the hill.
Like coming down?
Coming down, yeah, probably 165.
Oh no, down the back straight, I mean.
Oh, down the back straight. Oh yeah, 185.
Yeah, and we got to slow it down to like 85.
80 entry speed.
This is kilometers an hour, sorry American friends, so about 115 miles an hour down to 50 miles an hour. Downhill in fairly warm temperatures. So yeah, they do really, really well.
So brake disc has been changed, just got to put the wheel back on, torque it to spec, and we're good to go.
Now one thing I'll ask, if anybody out there knows if you can machine slotted rotors, because I've never asked that question before. So if anybody knows, please comment below, yes or no. Is it a thing to machine slotted rotors, or do the slots get in the way? Because I don't know. You know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, it's not something I've ever had to have done.
So we're done under there. We're done with the brakes. We just need to torque the wheels. Guys, if you don't do this, kind of the most important thing for safety so the wheel doesn't fall off, get a good quality torque wrench. Make sure it's set somewhat correctly. Yeah, good enough. And then just keep torquing until you hear that glorious double click.